Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and also welcome to another marathon video. In this marathon, I can't believe it's already that time, Christmas decorating ideas. I know for some of you it is a bit too early for Christmas because it's not even Halloween, but last year so many of you loved getting a marathon video early so you can get all the Christmas decorating inspiration early, and so you are ready for your decorating. Last year's video is one of my most viewed videos on this channel, so thank you so much for that. I hope you guys enjoy this marathon as well. It has almost a whole house decorating as well as some cleaning sprinkled in, and I also share a front porch decorating as well as the back porch decorating from a couple years back when I did it. So lots of cozy Christmas decorating content for you to enjoy and get inspired. I also want to thank you for being here and supporting me. It means the world to me. I cannot put it in words how grateful and thankful I am for each and every one of you. So thank you, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get right into it. Fall stuff out. I did clean out all the decor, but I did leave the mat and obviously the wreaths, and then my moms were doing so well, so I kept those out front. We actually had such nice weather up until about, well, last weekend. I think it was like 16 degrees outside or something like that, and then, which I should have probably done this last weekend, but I was so busy finishing up the house inside. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do it this weekend. And sure enough, the weather turned so fast, so quickly, and so much with the temperature that I was stuck with doing it when it was minus 13 instead of 13. So I don't know how about you guys, but here it can go from shorts weather to winter jacket weather in a matter of 2 days. It is crazy. So I'm just gonna take everything off. I put all the green stuff like my mom's into the yard waste bin. The last collection is this week, so I have to go in the backyard and pick up those as well because I have tons of mums in the back. And then I went ahead and put some command hooks to hang up a garland. I haven't done garland on my door in probably like 10 years because I've always struggled with it. Now since I had such good experience with all of my command hooks, I thought I was gonna use them over here, which I did end up using them, but man, did I struggle. I don't know if it was the cold. The command hooks were 3-pound weight, so I don't think that was the issue, but they must have not liked the cold at all, and neither did I. At this point, my hands were icicles. They were so frozen, but I could not get to do this with my gloves on. So I did have to redo command hooks several times. I ended up getting a chair as well because obviously I couldn't reach, and trying to go on my tiptoes on the ledge of the step into the house was not working for me. And so I know some of you put nails up there, but that's actually aluminum siding, a piece that's up there, so I can't actually nail it in there. I also want to mention that today's video is in collaboration with Vesna TV, a home, and Vesna is decorating her front porch as well. And if you guys didn't know, Vesna is my sister. So I will have her channel linked down below for you to check out. Tell her I sent you and let her know what you think about her porch. So once I had it all up there, I just fluffed it up the best that I could. Once the garland was all fluffed up, I proceeded on hanging up my wreaths. I am using 5-pound command hooks here instead of hanging them on the back of the door like I did previous years. These wreaths are a new DIY, but an old wreath. They're the old wreaths that I used last year. I just changed them up a little bit, made them go more with the new decor that I have in my house. Once they were up, I hung up my sign, which was a DIY on my DIY channel several years back. I just love this sign. And once that was all hung up, I did have to adjust the rope because the wind was insane. I did go into my garage to make 2 pots for my planters. So for the pots, here is what I had picked up. I have some Fraser fir bunch, some oregano, some magnolia leaves. I got these 2 at a local nursery, as well as my green curly willow, and it is 4 to 5 feet tall. I probably don't need it this tall, but I got it that tall. And then I also picked up some incense cedar bunch, which has really nice little bulbs at the end. And then I also just have white cedar bunch, and I think there was BC cedar as well, but I think that's what I have at home, so I did not want to pick that one up. I know I have a cedar that's much darker. Not sure if it's BC, but that's what I thought it was. Also on hand, I had some birch, a white birch branches. Now these I've had for many years, and I just repurpose them every year. And then I got 2 bunches of white pine tip bunch. This is the one that's gonna give you the base kind of thing. And then I also have some red berries, and I'm not sure, because I'm not loving how bright this red is. So I'm gonna see, I might spray paint it, but I might leave it red because I do have a couple red things that I'm gonna use on my porch. So I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do with that. But then I also have these are stuff that I've had for many years. I have these, I'm not quite sure what these are, but they're like embellishments. I've got these wood balls, wood branch balls, and then I also dried up some magnolia. I like to dry it out in case if I can't find magnolia or it's like super expensive. This year it was pretty expensive. I think this bunch was $20 for 5 of them. Now you don't typically use a lot, but I only picked up one, so I might have to use some of the dried ones to fill it in. And then I use fillers. So these are just pots that I've had that fit nicely into my big pots on the front porch, and I just use them typically for the winter urns and for spring urns. And then I use other things for the rest of the seasons, but it's just nice because I can come in here and do it instead of doing it outside, which here's what it looks like, and it's blowing snow like crazy. So I'm going to make these inside, and I thought I'd take you along with me. I have several of these over on my DIY channel that's like full slow down tutorial, but I'm going to give you a speedy lesson here. So I start with these and I put them in a clock, kind of 12, 3, 6, and 9, and then I fill in between. So that's kind of my base, and then I start filling in with other things. So I have I put 3 branches in here of the birch, and then I end up adding some height to the back, and then so you want ones that aren't falling over to go to the back, something that's gonna stand up. And then I put my kind of focal point in. And then I also, at this time, like to add in between, usually cedar because it drapes really nicely, and I like for cedar to be seen, so I do put it kind of in between and over the top of the other branches. And then I go ahead and add my magnolia, my oregano, and then embellishments. And just play around until, like I always say, just like with decor, play around until you're happy with the result. So here's what it looks like, and I have to make one more. So once I was done making them, I brought them outside, put them back into my pots, not back into my pots. I did find that they were sitting a little low, or I'm not sure whether they were sitting low or they were sitting high. I could not figure it out what was wrong with them, so I ended up removing a little bit of dirt out of them just to make them sit a little nicer. But I love adding these. I think it's a great way to add color to the front porch. I can put, like, I would love to have some Christmas trees here, but as you can see, it is so windy. So I've tried having ones that were like super heavy with concrete base, and the wind just takes them and swooshes them between the houses. So I like adding greenery through my pots here, and I like adding them into the dirt because it does keep them in a little bit better than, I know my mother-in-law just puts them in an empty pot and then adds water, but sometimes it takes a while for that water to freeze, so you might lose half your urns with the wind if they're just sitting in water, whereas the dirt keeps them in a little bit better. I do add some water to them, and then the water eventually does freeze and the dirt freezes, but I do start them off in a dirt rather than an empty pot. I did end up taking some of the leftovers and just making one smaller one here, and I did chop up some cedar off of my tree just to add because I didn't have enough, and I did have to add a stone just to raise it up a little bit from that wash basin that's there. Then I went and I added my blanket, my pillow, and my front doormat, as well as you saw, I added the sleigh there. I did pick up the sleigh 2 years ago off of the marketplace, and I just love it. I use it for my winter front porch decor as well, because I just think it looks so good, and it is a winter decor item, not just Christmas. I hope you guys have enjoyed Christmas decorating with me today, and I had so much fun decorating my porch, and I hope you guys got some great ideas on ways you can decorate your front porch as well. Don't forget to check out Vesna's channel, link below as well, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! get into cleaning, I need to tidy up this space, put some stuff away. I did do a good cleaning of it, but it's been a while since I had prepped my house for Christmas decorating. As you can see, we do live in it, so it does get quite messy. So I'm going to put these shoes away, and also I'm going to dust my entryway table. If you are stopping by my channel for the very first time, my name is Sonia, and on this channel I share tons of cleaning and decorating inspiration. So if this is something that you think you will enjoy, I would love it if you considered becoming part of my YouTube family by pressing that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell as well. In this bag, I was just showing you, I picked up tons of DIY supplies as well as pickles. My husband wanted pickles for the tree, so I picked up a few of them because I do have 6 full-size trees that I decorate, so I wanted to have a couple for a couple different trees. And in this bag, I also purchased tons of DIY things to DIY for over on my DIY channel. If you didn't know that, I do have a DIY channel as well as a cooking channel. And I also have a vlogging channel that I post occasionally on, just things that don't fit into any of these channels. And these are, if you don't know who these two guys are, that's Duke and Frank. Duke is a Bernese Newfie, he is the black one, and Frank is a Bosnian Croatian Shepherd dog, or a Tornjak. They're extra large breeds, so that's why they're quite big, but they are my babies. So I'm going to dust this off again, and then I'm going to start decorating it. I want this to have a rustic, wintry theme kind of in there, so I don't know if I'm gonna reach the wintry, but like lots of greens and earthy tones is what I'm going for. I do apologize for the little dust speckles on my lens. I did not see them, but apparently when the sun hit it, it picked it up pretty good. It does get better once I move the camera. I wanted to make this tree with the branches down, so it kind of looks like those alpine trees. I have actually purchased 3 of them. I'm hoping that they come. They're supposed to come through Amazon, and we just got a notification that there was a problem with delivery, but I did purchase 3 of them for my living room, so I'm hoping that they come. Living room video will be up next after this one, so in a couple of days. So just make sure you tune in and see if it actually if they actually did come. I absolutely love the way this turned out. Most of the decor here came from HomeSense. The dough bowl I ordered from a local store, and the pillow came from Michael's, and the little basket was online. I will try and link everything that I can down in the description box.
The merriest time of year. Come on.
Now it's time to set up my tree. I have had this tree for several years. It had come from the same nursery as the new tree in the family room. If you missed that video, make sure you tune into that. And this tree, I wanted a slim and tall tree at the time when I was purchasing it, and I couldn't find anywhere. Again, I bought this tree at Boxing Day for 75% off, and I think I still paid around $400 for it. So they are quite expensive trees. Now, having said that, I did have a semi meltdown 2 years later when the middle lights stopped working, and I did call the store complaining about it because I thought, if I'm paying that kind of money, even though I got it on sale, but still the lights should have lasted a little longer. But after I calmed down and finished my meltdown, I did add some string of lights, and you can't even tell that the ones that are on there aren't working. But they suggested I check every single bulb, which I thought I did, and it didn't work. And like I said, I was quite upset about it, but then got over it and just moved on. So this is kind of creepy. I didn't realize there was anybody walking between my house and my mother-in-law's house until I was editing my video. I'm pretty sure it's the guy from the city reading the meters, but it is kind of creepy, and I think that's why Duke did come by me, and then he ended up going into the living room because I think he sensed him as
a gift of cheer. So come on in, come on up, come on over. We'll be singing all these songs. So let us have a swing.
The neat thing about this tree, it can be 3 feet, 6 feet, or 9 feet. It just depends on which part of the tree you remove. But I thought that was kind of neat, and that's why only the middle section wasn't working, because it was one of the section, because each tree has its own section of lights. So that's why it was just the one section that didn't work. I also want to mention that these Wi-Fi plugs, if you have not had these on hand, I would encourage you to pick them up. They are super inexpensive. I think they're $20 Canadian for 4. And I plug all of my trees, all of my garlands, anywhere where I have lights, I plug it into that and into the socket, and then I have an app, and I just program it and set up the timer, and they come on at 5 and turn off at 11. It has saved me so much aggravation of turning off all these lights, because like I said, I have six full-size trees, but it saves energy that way. If you forget, you don't have to worry about forgetting to turn off the tree. And I will link them down below. They are from Amazon, and they do work with Google Home and Alexa if you have those as well. For this tree, I am going for more of a rustic woodsy look, so kind of continuing the same theme from the side table or the console table to the tree. And I am just using a burlap that you would find at a Home Depot or Lowe's for wrapping up trees as my tree skirt.
Candlelight would glow where we used to play in a wintry wonderland, and we hear carols sung from Rudolph's marching band. Oh, oh, give me an open fire.
Lots of decorations on this tree are also DIYs that I DIY'd over on my DIY channel. And I had forgotten that I had wanted to fix this sign, so right now I am putting it up, but I will make this sign over. I still want it to be Farm Fresh Christmas trees, but this one is a little bit lopsided, so I will fix that up. So here is my entryway, and I am super pleased how it turned out. Now we are moving into my mudroom, and if you haven't seen my mudroom makeover, it was quite the transformation. I encourage you to see that video. I will link it down in the description box. So I'm going to give it a little bit of clean. Just these shoes need to be put away, shoes everywhere, and then I'm going to add a tiny bit of decor. Because the room is so small, I didn't want to overcrowd it. I did keep the same wreath on. I might add a couple things to it down the road, but for now it's staying as is. A little Christmas tree, again the same pillow from Michael's, and I just made a little wreath from a garland from Dollarama. And then I was thinking I might get a beaded ribbon, a beaded garland to go and hang on that hook. And for here in my powder room, it is very small. There's not a lot that I can do here. I am going to add some greens from my garden, and that will add this nice fresh Christmas smell into this bathroom. And then I'm just going to add a little sign up here behind the toilet. I usually keep an extra roll of toilet paper in here, and then I'm going to put my battery operated candles. I did run out of all my batteries, so I have to go pick those up and set those on a timer as well. So I think this is perfect, just a little bit of touch of Christmas in the bathroom. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I love the way all the rooms turned out. I might tweak them a little bit, so you will have to come back and check them out during my home tour, see if there were any changes. But for now, I am very happy with the way this looks and how it ties all the rooms together. So until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not, and if you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and let me know down in the comments what you think. It helps me grow a lot, and it's free. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye. friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sonia, for those of you stopping by for the very first time. Today I'm going to be taking you along as I decorate my formal living room. This has to be one of my favorite spaces to decorate for any season, and obviously Christmas is one of them. So I'm going to start off by just wiping some stuff down off of the mantle. As I mentioned in my previous videos, I have done a whole prep with me for Christmas video where I've deep cleaned and got all the rooms ready. So I'm going to be adding the same garland that I did last year. If you have not seen that video, I will link it up in the sky. I have a mega video where I shared all of my decorating from last year in one video, and it's also fun to see because this room looked completely different last year than it does this year. So I'm going to be adding command hooks. I don't know where I've been all these years and never used command hooks. I am obsessed with them this year. I am using them everywhere that I can, and they have made my life so much easier. So I'm going to, like I said, attach that garland a little bit differently than I did last year, and I'm also going to spruce it up with some greenery that I picked up last year. I can't remember whether I got it at Dollarama or at Michael's. Also, at this time, I thought I wanted to have some berries in here just to add a little bit of red color into the garland. But once I have decorated the mantle, I wasn't loving the berries in it. So you will see me taking them off later on. Once I was done fluffing up the garland, I went ahead and decorated the mantle, and I am using my DIY deers that I DIY'd over on my DIY channel. I'm actually using quite a bit of DIYs in this room's decor, and I would love to know what you guys think, whether you can tell that I have DIY'd these or whether they look like they have been store-bought. So I'm adding these little houses from Dollar Tree that I spray painted, and just adding them on a little riser, like a cake tray kind of thing. I picked that up at Bouclair. And then on the opposite side, I am adding some of these Christmas trees or evergreen trees. And I always like to use books if I have two things that are the same height, just to give it a little bit of a height difference. And I have wrapped these books in some brown wrapping paper just to make them look a little bit more antique and rustic. I'm just adding a couple branches that had fallen off while in storage, and yes, these trees came from HomeSense a couple years back. So as you saw, I just removed the berries because I thought the mantle was just perfect without them. This year I have decided to put my snowman melting pot on the opposite side, and I used to have it all hooked up with the garland and the Christmas tree that's in my front room all in one, but I am going to, since I have an extra one, I'm going to use this Wi-Fi plug and plug it in this corner. These Wi-Fi plugs are great. I put them on a timer, and this melting pot doesn't have a timer, so I have it set up so it turns off when all the other lights. It turns on when all the other lights come on, and it turns off when they come off too. And I also added this wooden Christmas tree here that came from HomeSense several years ago. Now I'm going to move on to my coffee table, and as always, I absolutely love this truck, and I change out seasonally what goes in it. This year I decided to make it look very rustic, and I'm adding some of my cedar branches from the garden as well as some mini pine cones. I am also going to add this birch bark vase, and in there I'm going to add some frosted branches that I picked up at HomeSense as well, and then I also added a lantern. And I felt at this time that I needed a little bit more stuff in this vase, so I have had these wooden sticks that I picked up at a local florist. And I added them in here, and I think they gave that woodsy rustic look that I was going for. I always struggle with what kind of pillows and blankets to add to this couch because it's so brown. So for several years I have kind of stuck with just white color, and I am adding this brand new blanket. My daughter gave this to me, and it's perfect size and a perfect texture for this couch. And then I'm also going to add my sparkly white pillow that I've added for several years. And then over on my DIY channel I have DIY these pillowcases. Well, actually I made the whole pillow, so I added that as well. I will have my DIY channel linked in the description box if you want to check out any of these DIYs. I also swapped out some pictures over here for some Christmas ones, and I added some of my other DIYs, which were the nutcracker as well as the mistletoe sign. And now I decided, since this banister, it kind of goes into the living room type of thing, so I wanted to decorate it as well, and I'm adding my brand new cedar garland that I picked up at HomeSense, and I just love this one. I had used it on my fireplace in my family room. If you haven't missed that video, I will link the playlist to all of my Christmas decorating videos that I've done this year down below as well, so you can check that out. So I am just using a piece of brown rope to tie the garland on, because I'm going to be adding bells as well, and I'm going to be using the same rope to add those bells to the garland. And then I'm going to add some black ribbon that I picked up at Dollarama. And I did forget to mention that the bells did come from Amazon. So I love the way this turned out. I think it looks perfect to tie all of my decor on the main floor together. Now, I was waiting for these to come in, and I was hoping that they would have come in before this video went out, and they did. I ordered these trees over on Amazon, and I just love the way they look here, and I just added some lights to them because I bought them unlit. They're called aspen trees, and they come in a set of 3. So here it is, all decorated. I just love the way it turned out, and I just wanted to show you how it looks when all the lights are off. Now it's still not quite dark outside, but I think it looks so cozy and inviting, and it is exactly what I was going for. And I am super pleased with the way my garland turned out as well. I just have this pillowcase here with a pillow, which is the pillowcase that I DIY'd. I'm not sure I'm gonna keep this pillow here. I might make some more suitable for this space. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Check out all the other decorating videos. I have a couple more left to go before I share my full home tour. So you make sure that notification bell is on so you don't miss those videos. So until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you all so much for watching. I am so excited to share with you all this video because I will be working on my freshly renovated dining room, and I am also obsessed with my new hutch and cannot wait to decorate it as well as the rest of the room. So I have started with my Christmas tree that I have decorated ahead of time. Didn't want to bore you with the Christmas tree decorating yet again. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like with the lights off and the lights on. I went with a very wintry theme for this tree. It is a flock tree that had come from Lowe's. And now I'm going to move on to my hutch. I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning, and then I'm going to start with decorating. And if you don't mind today, while you're watching this video, give it a thumbs up and leave me down a comment letting me know what you think. These things help my channel a lot, help me grow, and I really appreciate it. And if you aren't already, make sure you press that subscribe button. It's totally free to subscribe to my channel, and I would love to have you here.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean.
I wanted to create a little bit of a wintry scene up top on the hutch, and I love the way that turned out. And then continuing the same color scheme, I'm working down on all the shelves of the hutch. I had thrifted this hutch way back, probably like March of this year, and I had made it over. I shared that video on my DIY channel, and then I placed it here. I used to have a more of a formal, kind of more modern hutch here before, and that one went over to my mother-in-law's, and this one fits the space much better now since we've made the room over. So I'm using a lot of greens and a lot of reds and a lot of whites in this room, and then I'm sprinkling in some brown earthy tones, like woodsy tones.
Ocean, yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing.
I love the way this turned out. I love everything red truck, especially at Christmas time, especially using truck decor at Christmas time. And I think this ties in really well on this shelf.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sanctuary. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit.
Now over here in the corner, I am going to place this fresh Christmas tree sign. This was another DIY from my DIY channel. And right underneath it in the corner, I had put my T-card that was in the corner where the tree is now. So I just moved it over. And again, I want to create another, a little bit of a wintry scene. So I have this... I don't know what you would call it. Is it a candle holder? That I added one of those little houses from Dollar Tree that I had painted white. And then I want to add some lights to it, maybe some trees or some things in it. So that's what I'm working on here. I put moss, deer moss at the base of it as a base, and then I also sprinkled a little bit of coarse sea salt to create a bit of a snowy effect.
No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sanctuary. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. Christmas, we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance, 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 come on. Dance. We're gonna dance, dance, have a good time. Dance, dance, all night long. We're gonna dance, dance, and have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sanctuary.
Now it's time to move on to my table. I am going to add a table runner. This was I picked up at HomeSense. I think that was last year, and it's white with a little bit of kind of like a sparkly silver thread through it, very subtle. It's not like sparkly in your face, but just a little bit of sparkle. And I think for my wintry scene in this room, this is a perfect table runner. And then I had thrifted this tray a while back. In search of a dough bowl. I came across this, which reminded me of a dough bowl, but not quite a dough bowl because it's a lot less shallow. But I thought it would work really well here with some fresh greens from my garden that I had cut up. Now, if you don't want these to fall off, I would suggest you spray them with some hairspray that will keep the branches from shedding. And now I'm going to use these branches up top on my light fixture as well, and you definitely don't want to spray those because hairspray is a fire hazard and you just never know. So but these ones are okay to spray. I will set it up and spray it later on, not in this video, but once I see how things are, and I can always add new ones. I have a huge tree with these branches, so I can always add new ones if I find that they're shedding quite a bit, because it's not an overly big arrangement. But I do find that these greens do keep quite well, better outside than inside, but they do hold it together quite well. I had made last year a huge garland for my fireplace, and until I moved it off at the end of the year, I had no problem with it shedding. We won't be eating at this table as often as we would when it was in a dinette, because I do have the big island now that we can sit around and eat, but we occasionally do eat dinners together when we're all together, so I want to be able to move it, so I didn't want it to be overly big that I could not do that. So I am also mixing in some fake greenery or artificial greenery that I had picked up at Dollar Tree, as well as had on hand at home, and then I'm also going to be adding some berries and pine cones. So now I'm moving on to my light. I absolutely love the way this looked, and in previous years I have used my artificial ones, but I did end up melting one of them. So here is the trick that I use. Maybe there's other tricks that are better than what I'm about to give you. If you know of a better one, let me know. But so don't spray your greens with hairspray, because you don't want to set off a spark or anything like that. I don't know if that's possible, but I know that the hairspray is flammable, so you don't want to be adding this. So I am taking two branches, and I am twist tying them together and massaging the branches to bend. And then I am kind of hooking it behind the light bulb, but wherever the light bulb, if it touches, I'm trying for it not to touch, but wherever it might touch, I trim off all of the green part of the branch, so all the like the pine needles, I guess they would be called, and so that, I don't know if they're pine needles, but that way if they do dry, they're not touching the light bulb. It does need to get quite hot for it to anything for it to happen, but so your light needs to be on for a very long time for that to happen. But just in case, I don't want any of the green parts to be touching the light bulb.
Summer's long gone, baby. The first snow is about to fall. Everybody's waiting for what's to come. We gather around the chimney.
I just love this look. I think it looks so whimsical and rustic at the same time. I just love it.
Sitting close to keep us warm.
So the room is done. I just need to add a tree skirt, and before I do that, I need to vacuum up the floor because there were pine needles or remnants of the branches everywhere. There was also shedding from the tree because it's a flock tree, and we all know what kind of a mess. And I was actually quite impressed with Duke because he was okay with the vacuum cleaner. He's always been a little bit better than Frank when it came to the vacuum cleaner. Frank, you will never see Frank and the vacuum cleaner in the same room, but Duke was always a little bit better, but never a fan. He is petrified of fireworks. That's his scary thing. But yeah, so I was just saying I'm quite impressed that he actually came to see what was going on and it wasn't bothered by the vacuum.
Hanging at the door.
So here is the room all nicely decorated, and let me tell you, I could not be happier with the way this turned out. The only thing that I'm thinking is either adding a brownish ribbon to the tree and some berries, or should I just leave it as is? Let me know down in the comments what you think I should do. Should I add a little bit? I do think it needs a little bit of ribbon, just figuring out which color. I was debating maybe adding black because that's going to be the color scheme in my living room, so kind of tie everything together, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I'll just buy a few different ribbons and see which one I like the best. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in comments. Well, I hope you had enjoyed this video. If you did and you found it inspirational, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. If you think there's a friend or two that might enjoy this video, share it with them. And I will see you all in my next video. There's more decorating coming your way, so make sure that bell is on so you get notified when these videos do pop on. So until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you all so much for watching. So we are starting today's decorate with me in my family room. I wanted to start it here because last year at the end of the season I had purchased a new Christmas tree. My favorite old Christmas tree was done and the branches were all falling off, so it was time to replace it. And I like to buy them at the end of the season at this specific nursery because they are 50 to 75% off. I was able to get this tree for $350 versus $700 what it was retailed at last year. This year it's actually retails at $800, and for me even $350 was a stretch for me. So I went ahead and fluffed the tree up, set it up for, obviously first I set it up together, then I fluffed it up. I think fluffing up the Christmas tree is the most important step because it makes such a big difference. And this takes me probably about an hour to do because I end up looking back, fluffing up some more, standing back, fluffing more, and so on and so forth. So once the tree was fluffed up to the point where I was satisfied, I vacuumed it up underneath, and the beauty of getting a new Christmas tree is that there was barely any pine needles on the floor. So I am going to be adding a new skirt that I had purchased. If you had missed my Christmas haul and prep video, make sure you check it out. It will be linked at the end. I share all the new things I had purchased for this year's decorating, and this skirt was one of them. So now that the tree was fluffed up, the skirt was on, I proceeded on adding my new garland. Again, I shared this garland on the on my haul video. And this year I am decorating this mantle for the very first time because I had just DIY'd this mantle and made over this fireplace. If you want to see a full video of that, make sure you head on over to my DIY channel where I share that. This is the same electric fireplace that was here before. I just spruced it up so it fits more my new style in my home. And I am using command hooks. I have never used command hooks for garland. I do not know why I have never used them, but it had made a world of difference on putting this on versus the way I used to do it before. So I am quite happy, and I did purchase clear ones so that way they don't show. I was gonna get black ones maybe, but clear ones, they had clear ones the size that I needed at Walmart. They didn't have the black ones in the smaller size. So I'm just going to go ahead and fluff up the cedar garland. I was contemplating about putting 2 of them, which you will see, but then I just decided to stick with the one. Now it's time to add a little bit of embellishments to the garland, and I'm going to be adding some bells. I have wanted to buy bigger bells, but I can't find any that are on Amazon Prime that would come within a reasonable time, and I wouldn't get charged international customs. So I saw on one of Mama from Scratch actually shared a video about Walmart, a shop with me video, and she shared tons of bells that Walmart had. So I headed over to Walmart to check out these big bells, and of course here we don't have them. So I did purchase several different sizes of bells, but they are fairly smaller. However, I did put 5 of them together on a rope and hung them on a corner, and I am happy with the way it looks, but I would love to add a bit bigger bells. So if you live in Canada and you know where I can find bigger bells, let me know down in the comments. And then I also added the small bells that I had all around the garland. I think this just made it look really nice and rustic. I also added some reddish burgundy ribbon, just a satin ribbon to the end of the garland, and I love this new look. And to complete the garland, I am going to add some lights. I am just using clear lights because I have a ton of them left over from my old tree, which wasn't pre-lit, and I had like 1,000 lights on it. So I have a lot of these lights, so I wanted to use them up instead of buying new ones. I think twinkling lights would look really nice here as well, but like I said, I have these, so I wanted to use these up. And here it is, and I just love the way this looks. And now I'm going to go ahead and decorate my tree. If you watched my previous decorate with me videos from last year and the year before, I'm still keeping with the same theme in this room. I like my traditional tree. I have been collecting ornaments for this tree since my husband and I moved in together. So this has a lot of memories. So I want to keep continuing with that style and that look. So there's going to be a lot of reds, golds, and golds in here with the berry garland going around it. And I often switch out the ribbon, and I have actually decided while I was decorating that I'm going to add that same satin ribbon to it, but just tying it to the end of the branches. And I did not have enough, so I will have to go out and buy some more. So you will just have to come back and watch my home tour once it's ready to see what that looks like. I did end up adding 2 of them just to give you an idea what that looks like, but I did not have enough. I'm just showing you here my pomegranates. I love these pomegranates. I had purchased them probably about 10 years ago at a local flower shop, and I just love them. They're so unique and so different than most of the decor that I have come across.
Let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sanctuary.
So I did not end up using all of the decor like I had on my other tree because this is a smaller tree, but I used up all of the most important ones and I just love the way that looks. And here's that ribbon, how I'm tying it up. So I will just go and get some more, and I will probably get gold ribbon as well. I was thinking maybe even black, but we'll see.
Christmas in my heart.
Now I'm going to style my coffee table. I had a vision of how I wanted this to look, but I struggled with achieving it. I switched out so many things around before I actually reached the look that I liked. I'm not sure whether this is gonna stay, but it is the best. The best one yet. So as you can see, I switched up the tree and the deer, and I like the tree better than the deer, but I feel like there's still something missing. And then the second last thing that I was going to decorate is my side table, and I wanted to add a little bit of lights. Here I know there's a lamp, but I just wanted another set of Christmas lights. So I have these battery operated kind of twinkling like fairy tale lights. So I'm going to link those down below for you to check out if you want to check them out. but they're battery operated. I do love my lights to be plugged in more because I can just put them on a Wi-Fi switch and then turn them on and off on a scheduled time. But these I will have to turn on and off myself. And then I had part of the haul as well were some pillows I had purchased, so I'm adding 2 pillows here. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna add more or not. This is a family room and we do lounge on these couches quite a bit at night, and I don't want to overcrowd them with pillows, but we'll see. I feel like I could use maybe 2 more pillows on these couches. And these are new couches. If you haven't seen them yet, they are Decor, and we love them, and they're both sofas, so they're both the same size, a bit bigger. Well, I hope you had enjoyed this decorate with me video. I do feel like I had a lot less to decorate this year in this room than I did previous years, but I am loving how everything turned out. If you had enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and make sure your bell is on because there are a ton more decorate with me videos coming up. I think next one will be the formal dining room, so make sure that bell is on so you don't miss it when it posts. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, and also wanted to mention thank you so much for my mega video love that you guys have all showed. I am over the moon grateful for all the support you had shown on that video. So thank you for watching this one, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. We are starting today with a Pretty Bear canvas. I took down all of my fall and Halloween decor, which is a whole separate video and can be found in my Christmas playlist 2022. And I am going to start off with my little coffee bar over here. If you've been here for a while, you saw last year my coffee bar was much bigger because it was in my dining room, but now I have a dedicated section in my kitchen for it, and I am enjoying decorating it for the seasons. My kitchen decor theme is staying the same as last year, which is gingerbread, and I have added few new items to it. The little gingerbread cookie jar came from a thrift store, as well as the salt and pepper shakers, and then the little mug that says hot chocolate came from a friend, and the little tree is a Dollarama tree, and the sign is HomeSense. And then on the second shelf, I'm going to add some of my hot cocoa because my new coffee maker has hot water, so I am using powdered cocoa instead of the K-Cups like I did previous years. And I'm also adding some crushed candy canes and some marshmallows. The hot cocoa sign I DIY'd over on my DIY channel, as well as these jars. They're the ones with the bamboo lids, but I had painted the lids red. Whoa, oh, oh. Da, 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 oh, oh. Da, 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 oh, oh. Da, 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 da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to For me, when I decorate, I like to play around and move things around and change things out until I reach the point where I'm satisfied. So on the second shelf, aside from the hot cocoa, I also included my Disney Christmas countdown that I had purchased at a Christmas store in Disney Springs. And then the Oh Snap mug came from HomeSense, and the rest of the stuff was DIY'd.
Hold you close, forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
So on the bottom here, I am adding another Disney item. It is a Disney World Christmas mug. I had gotten that at the parks. And I always have to have a mug on this coffee maker because it drains water before it brews and after it brews coffee. So I like to have a mug, and what a perfect way to add extra Christmas decor. So I am using this Christmas mug for that. And I'm going to just play around here and try and figure out how to decorate this little tiny corner where I really want to add all sorts of things, but as you can see, it's too small for a ton of decor. So just keep playing around until I am satisfied with the look.
Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree, and I lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. The good times with you.
If you are new here, my name is Sonia and welcome to Domestic Diva Home. If you enjoy all things Christmas decorating, you might want to stick around by hitting that subscribe button before you go. I would love to have you back. And if you guys are enjoying today's video, I would love it for you guys to give it a big thumbs up.
This year, it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close.
So I think at this point I have figured out what I want in this corner. I did feel like it needed a little bit of height, and then I added just all of my syrups, and then I still felt like it was missing something. So I had picked up recently these 5 ceramic village houses at Costco, and I thought this would look really good in here, but then I also felt like I should add one over here, but I wasn't happy with the way that looked, so I added that same house up top on a shelf, which I will show you in just a minute. So this is finally at the point where I am happy, actually quite happy with the way it turned out.
Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh. La, 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 la. Oh, oh, oh. La, 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 la. Making our Christmas memories. Yes, these are the good times with you.
Now I'm going to decorate this two-tier tray. I was planning on using it in the corner of the kitchen, but we'll see what happens. Well, you just have to stick around and see whether I use it or not, I guess. And I kind of decorated it pretty similar to the previous years, I guess. Lots of DIYs in here, as well as some thrifted items. And some also bought items like these little gingerbreads and the candy cane ornaments. I had purchased those at Michael's.
Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else. It's so good to see you again.
So as I mentioned at the beginning, if you aren't familiar with my channel, this is a brand new kitchen for me to decorate for this season. Obviously, fall season was the first season that I was decorating, but definitely trial and error here, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't. I do come back to this corner several times before I am happy with the look. I do think that red looks really good up against the white, but I am finding that some more wood elements would look good as well, so I need to keep an eye out for those to add. Maybe not this year, maybe next year. So over here, I thought it would be a good idea to hang up my hot cocoa sign that I had DIY'd, but the way the nails are, it just did not work out. So I took that gingerbread sign that I added in that corner, and I knew this would work well here because I did use it in this spot last year. So now I needed to figure out what to do back in this corner. I did feel like it needed something, and we do have our speaker there. I'm not sure whether the speaker is going to stay, but it is there for now. So I played around to trying to figure out how to decorate this. I do end up moving things around a little bit, and it just did not work for me.
Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hanging by the fire chill. This is how it's supposed to be. Making our Christmas memories. Yeah, I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone to enjoy. Standing up close by.
So now I decided to switch things around with a tier tray and this giant sign, which I DIY'd and I absolutely love. Still keeping these little the three other houses here, but at this point I thought I was happy with the way everything looked, and I just added a little bit of greenery to that sign, which you will see in just a second, just to add a little bit extra color. But and then once I was done with this, I proceeded to work on my little tray that's on my big island.
Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of days, wander around with you. You and me in the cold, thought it'd never be true. Wherever I go, I got you. Oh, I have stopped running, there is no way trying.
For this tree, I am like to decorate it a little bit with some cookie cutters. These are actually plastic cookie cutters that I picked up at Dollar Tree, and I had made them look kind of antique and rustic and metal over on my DIY channel a couple years back. And then I'm also adding some gingerbread cookie ornaments. I had picked up really neat gingerbread men at a local store not too far from us, and they are so pretty and so realistic looking and very rustic looking, and I love adding them to this tree in the kitchen. While I was working on this tree, I had decided that the back wall is not working for me, so I headed out to HomeSense and see if I could find something to add to it. So I purchased several items. So I purchased this house. Actually, what I went for, I had seen a couple, maybe last week, a giant gingerbread house, and I thought maybe that would look good in this corner. However, they didn't have it anymore. They sold out. The lady told me within a day of having them. I wasn't sure whether they were gonna fit anyways, so I did go with a tape measure just to make sure, but they didn't have them, so that solved that. And then I saw this, actually my husband saw this metal red house, but I was a little bit worried how it was gonna look with the red houses here, so I ended up buying something else to go on here, which you will see in just a minute. But I do love this little metal house. I guess it's a schoolhouse. I think it looks really good, and I love that it's lit up. It is what this corner needed, a little bit of light too. And then I picked up this Ray Dunn Merry Christmas train, a ceramic train set, and on its own it looked good, but I felt like it wasn't enough, so I ended up adding a few things to it. I had a couple wooden ornaments from Dollar Tree that I made to look like cookies, so I added those in here. So a green Christmas tree and a snowflake, and then I added some more of the little snowflake ornament or the star ornaments from Michael's here as well, the gingerbread looking ones. And then I had this little dangling Santa, so I thought he would look good at the front. It looks like he's driving the train. And then I added a couple things to the side, just added some green for extra color and some pine cones. And then from my garden, I had snipped several cedar branches when I was decorating my dining room. So I ended up adding that over here. And I think this whole corner is finally exactly the way I wanted it to be, or imagined it to be, I guess, with all the new items that I had purchased. So sad to say, I did not love the tiered tray, so I had ended up moving it somewhere else in the house, which you will just have to come back to watch that video. And I ended up putting these little houses here, and it balanced the light because they are lit up. So the other corner is lit up, now this corner is lit up, but I also felt like this needed height as well, and it's a good way to cover up the outlet too. So I added one of these Christmas trees from Dollarama with a burlap bottom, and I think this does look really good on this side, and I'm finally happy with the way my countertop looks. What do you guys think? Which way did you like better? Drinking hot wine by the fire. Another item that I picked up, which I thought was so cute, is, I don't know if that's what this is meant for, but I'm going to use it as my spoon and a wooden spoon holder on top of my stove. Don't care of anything else. It's Christmas. Now I'm going back to my tray, and I had actually swapped out the ribbon for just some rope to hold the ornaments, the cookie cutters on. I think that looked a little bit better. I think the ribbon was a little much. And then I also have just some battery operated twinkling lights here, and I put just a piece of burlap that I cut out for the bottom, just to cover up the feet. And part of my decorating and why it takes me so long is because I'm constantly letting these dogs in and out of the house all day long. So I have added this snowman and a candle and another gingerbread house just to tie everything together. I do play around with this quite a bit because I felt like it was missing something, but I am happy with the way it ended up looking, just with a few embellishments between the candle and the house and the snowman. Some items are just very sentimental and they need to be included in a decor, and that's what I found. Some items here just needed to be included. Some kind of love, my friend, I'll pray it will never end. Do you like to be here too? It's Christmas, and outside snow's glistening. It's just you and me tonight. I'll spend all this Christmas with you. Oh, it's such a charm, got you up in my arm. There's nobody at the door. And the last thing that I'm adding to my decor is just a kitchen rag. This will not stay here for very long. My husband absolutely hates these, but I thought it would look good just for a little while. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this kitchen decorate with me video. Please let me know down in the comments what you guys thought. If you've been around, what do you think my kitchen decor from before to now, or if you watched my mega video that I posted at the beginning of the season just to compare the kitchens. I do love how bright and airy the kitchen looks, and I think it has the right amount of decor without overcrowding the countertops. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Make sure your notification bell is on so you get notified when more Christmas Decorate With Me videos come up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye! And welcome if you're new. For our master bedroom, I am using traditional Christmas colors mixed in with neutral wood colors to give that cozy cottage feel. I am going to be adding some new duvet cover set, and the one I am using is from the Bedding Dreamer store on Amazon. I will have the link down below, and I went with the reindeer theme. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you subscribe if you haven't done so already, and give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it. I would love it if you leave me down a comment, and thank you so much for being here watching, and I hope you are enjoying it. I'm going to be starting with adding a Christmas tree. Do you guys have a Christmas tree in your bedroom? I strongly encourage you to put one in if you don't have one. Last year I went ahead and bought a new one, and that was a fiasco with it, so at Walmart. So I ended up with a really big one that I had here last year. Now I took that one and I am going to be adding it in my basement this year, and I took the basement one and brought it here. The basement Christmas tree I've had for a while now. It actually was in one of my kids' bedrooms, and they no longer need such a big one. Not that this Christmas tree is big, but my son prefers to have a smaller one, so I had swapped him out last year, and then I used it in the basement, and this year I brought it up. Now the key to this Christmas tree, because it was a very inexpensive Christmas tree and it's very bare, I am doing a really thorough job of fluffing it up, and then I'm going to be adding a ton of lights to it. And I'm hoping that this will give it a lot more fuller look than what it actually is. Now all the decorations I did purchase last year for this room, and they came from Dollarama and Dollar Tree, and I wanted to go with the cottage kind of cabin in the woods type of theme in this in my bedroom, so I went with the decor like that as well. Lots of reds, whites, and a hint of browns and greens, so just a mix match of ones that I liked. I am not adding any new ones this year. I am just using with whatever I had. I figured I had plenty of them last year for the big giant tree. So there shouldn't be a problem to fill this one with whatever I had left. And that's the thing, for this room I am not buying any new decor. I'm pretty much using whatever I had left over from other ones, from other rooms, things that maybe I'm no longer using downstairs, and I'm repurposing it upstairs. Maybe next year I'll buy a few new things for this room, seeing how I feel about it right now, but for this year it is all the stuff that I've had before except the bedding. Now I did not prep this room for the decor, so I am kind of dusting it and cleaning it as I go. For the mantle, I'm going to be adding a garland that I had downstairs. But you guys, if you missed that video, I had redid my fireplace, so I wanted to add a new garland for there, so this one naturally came up. I am a little bit bummed because I don't know what happened, but the lights aren't working on this wreath. I had checked to see what was the problem. I can't see it. I will get my husband later on to check it, but for now this wreath garland does not have any working lights on it. It has tons of lights, but none of them are working. I am using command hooks to add the garland to the fireplace, and I've talked about this in my last video that I don't know what I have done without it before, without these command hooks, how I hung these up, because these have been a lifesaver. I'm going to fluff it up, and then I'm going, as you can see, I'm checking to see whether the lights are working, and they're not. So once it's all fluffed up, I'm gonna continue decorating the fireplace. Before I make my bed, I am going to add some garland onto the top of the headboard. The garland that I'm using is just 3 of them put together from dollar store, and my camera died and you did not see how I did that because the battery ran out. So I added it to already the boxwood garland that was there and just kind of mixed it all together. I am using tacks to hold the garland up. I probably should get more command hooks for that one as well, but the wood isn't very thick, so I'm not sure how I would attach those on there without you being able to see it. So now I'm going to add the new bedding, and I haven't added a duvet cover in probably like 20 years, so it was a little bit of a process for me to figure out how to do this. Now I just want to say the bedding is microfiber, the duvet cover set is microfiber, and it is very, very soft, and they have tons of different ones to choose from, lots of fun ones for different seasons. So I do encourage you to check them out and see if there's anything that you might like, and the price is good as well, which you can never go wrong with that. I think this bedding is perfect for my cabin in the woods cozy bedroom, master bedroom decorating, and to complete it, I'm going to add a couple Euro style pillows, white and gray, and then also just regular pillows and pillows with decorative shams. I like to always add a blanket on top of this as well, because for mid-afternoon napping, if you do choose to do so, you don't have to mess up your whole bed. You just take the cozy blanket and cover yourself up with it, especially on weekends. And the duvet cover set came with 2 pillowcases as well to match the duvet cover, and I went with a king size. Now over on the nightstands, I am just going to add one thing, and it is this wintry arrangement with greenery with a burlap bowl kind of thing. It's just burlap wrapped around as flower pot, and I had this, I don't know if I got that last year or if I had it for a while, but I do know it came from Dollarama. Just a little touch without cluttering the nightstands too much. And now that the nightstands are done, I'm going to move on to my dressers. So what do you guys think? Tons of traditional colors. I think it's very cozy, very cottage feel like, especially with the fireplace on. And once I do put some lights on that garland, it's going to look even better. I put my little advent calendar over there. I am planning on getting several more, so I want to put them all on the desk. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. Leave me down a comment. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. And we are nearing the end of my Christmas Decorate With Me series. Just a couple more to go and we are going to be done. And then I'm going to share with you my full home tour. I can't wait. So until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day and thank you so much for watching. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. In this video, I share 5.5 hours worth of Christmas cleaning and decorating motivation. I finish up some decorating as well as add some new decor to already decorated rooms and also give my home some major deep cleaning. You can put this on any of your device and get some extreme cleaning motivation without having to stop and change the video. I really hope you guys enjoy this video and really get some major motivation to get your chores tackled. And if you are not already, make sure you click that subscribe button. It's completely free, and also give me thumbs up and comment while you are watching. It really helps boost my channel. Thank you so much for being here and watching this video. I'm going to be starting in my kitchen, going from one end to the other, cleaning it from top to bottom. I'm also refilling my coffee syrups here as well, and I'm going to give the shelves or any decorated areas a light dusting as well. Coffee station gets so messy, so I wanted to give you a closer look at what it looks like. Most of the cleaning products that I'm going to be using are Method cleaning products, and I'm using a Method granite stone cleaner for all of my countertops. For the appliances, I will be using Method stainless steel polisher and cleaner, and I also use wood cleaner and window cleaner, and I use microfiber cloths for most of the cleaning. And then I will also going to be using my Norwex cloths, so whenever I'm not using any products, it's probably because I'm using a Norwex cloth. I'm still trying to figure out this fridge. It is supposed to be smudge free, which I'm starting to understand that it is not fingerprint free. I still get fingerprints on it and I still have to wipe it. However, it is a lot easier to clean it than my previous fridges, which were Samsung, and I used to also have KitchenAid way before YouTube days, and I also had just a cheap one, which is now in our garage fridge that we bought after our Samsung fridge filter exploded and flooded my kitchen, hence why we did a huge kitchen reno, and which led to a whole main floor reno. But this is a KitchenAid fridge as well. I did a whole walkthrough with of this fridge. I think I did it on my Instagram, and then I also did a fridge setup on my cooking channel. So if you want to check those videos out, make sure you head on over. All the links are down below. We do not use our microwave that often, so we did end up having to purchase a new one for this little area that I had got the kitchen company to make for me for the microwave. It is a very small microwave. It does fit my plate, but we don't use microwave enough to have a large one that's if it was up to me, I would rather not have one, but I do have children that use it. So here it is, tucked away, and I'm so happy that I don't have to look at it. The door is set up so it turns the microwave off if it shuts down. One thing that I do have to say about the white cabinets, they show everything comparing to my dark cabinets that I had before. And with having two dogs, there's hair everywhere that I can see now, which I guess in turn is a good thing because I can clean it when I see it. I just cringe at the thought of all the hair that I did not see on my counters and on my cabinets before when I had the dark cabinets. Just love my new stove, but just like all my other stoves, it is, would say, the hardest thing to clean for me. I just find it gets dirty so quickly. I have to do this almost every night in order for things not to get burnt on. However, when I was getting my old stove ready, and I do use a heavy duty degreaser to clean this for method, but when I was getting my old stove ready to sell it, I had watched several videos on how to clean the top of the burners. So you spray them first, which I did, and I let them soak, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. And then I take like a spirit sponge, which is from Norwex, or you can buy, I have another one, which is a little bit rougher. I did buy it as a kit from Home Depot for this type of top, and it's also good for a glass top. It comes, it's a bit of, it's a sponge, but it is a little bit rougher, but it doesn't scratch the surface. So I do end up using that one as well because I had some stubborn areas. But this kit also came with a little scraper, which I was really afraid of using, but it does not scratch the surface. You can press hard, but it doesn't scratch the surface at all. So this is what I discovered with my last stove when I was getting it ready. I had so much stuff on it that I could never get off, and then I watched this video and it was like a miracle. I managed to get everything off, and the stove looked almost new on the top. So don't be afraid to use this little scraper. It is great for getting stubborn, burnt on messes off. Like I said, I use a couple different sponges that were a little bit tougher to scrape stuff off, but they didn't work, and this scraper works amazing. And then I just take a clean cloth and I just wipe everything off, and then I just wipe the grills too and put them back on. And I think the kit is Whaleman's kit. It's the same company that also has the stainless steel cleaner. I will try and see if I can find it and link it down below for you. This is a self-clean oven. However, it wasn't messy enough for me to clean that on, and I am scared to death of using the self-clean function because I've done so much research, and it is what ruins the cooktops when you're using the self-clean. So I've been cleaning it regularly so it doesn't get too messy. But for the glass, I had found the Norwex paste works the best. It cleans it completely off and it looks brand new. I am using it with the spirit sponge, which is from Norwex as well, and it works amazing. You just put it on, scrub it a little bit, takes everything off, and then just wipe it off with a clean cloth, damp clean cloth.
Let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sanctuary. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset, it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sanctuary. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. Here we go.
Christmas. We're gonna dance.
We're gonna dance, dance, dance,
Come on.
dance. We're gonna dance, dance, have a good time. Dance, dance, all night long. We're gonna dance, dance, and have a good time. I think Santa's gonna...
I am planning on doing in the new year a whole new organization of the kitchen, because I think now I had figured out where I want things to go, how I want things to be in this kitchen, so I can organize them accordingly. And I want to share this video with you, so it will be coming sometime in the new year, so stay tuned for that.
Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sanctuary. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart.
So my new fan has these washable filters, which are great. I don't have to go run out and buy new ones every time I need to change them. I can wash them here, or I can wash them in a dishwasher. Either way works.
Oh, how I wish for the Christmases of old, where the snow would fall and the air was crisp and cold, where we heard of angels up on high while building Frosty the Snowman until late outside. Oh, how I wish for the Christmases of old, when all was right and the candlelight would glow, where we used to play in the wintry wonderland, and we hear carols sung from Rudolph's marching band. Oh, give me an open fire, some eggnog and mistletoe, and the sense of wonder and someone to hold close. Give me some ribbons and a chimney for Santa's sake. No, it's not too late. No, it's not too late. How I wish for the Christmases of old, where the snow would fall and the air was crisp and cold. Oh, how I wish for the Christmases of old, when all was right and the candlelight would glow, where we used to play in the wintry wonderland, and we hear carols sung from Rudolph's marching band. Oh, how I wish for the Christmases of old, when all was right and the candlelights would glow, where we used to play in a wintry wonderland, and we hear carols sung from Rudolph's marching band, and we hear carols sung from Rudolph's marching band.
So once I wash my everything that I need to wash in the kitchen, when I'm cleaning it, I take the dog bowls, dog mat, and bowl holders and wash everything up. And then I also, at this time, replace the dishcloth after I'm done washing the dog bowls.
like a fresh cut tree, I fall for your light. On this Christmas night, all the angels are singing. On this Christmas night, they are singing for you and me. They are singing 'cause love endures. This Christmas is mine and yours. The smell of fresh pine tree. I get down on one knee, ring in hand, and you.
Once I finish cleaning the dog bowls, I like to clean the area where they go to. That way I can put them back on and dogs have fresh water.
Almost choked on your mulled wine when I ask you to be mine. Then slowly you understand. On this Christmas night, I hear an angel choir singing. On this Christmas night, they are singing for you and me. This Christmas night, they are singing 'cause love endures. This Christmas is mine and yours. You nod your head and say yes, relieving me of all my stress. Tonight our new life begins. On this Christmas night, I hear an angel choir singing. On this Christmas night, they are singing for you and me.
Clean the sliding door from the inside because it needed some cleaning, but I think it needed more cleaning on the outside than the inside. But it was -13 outside, so I did not want to go out there and clean it. And don't you guys worry, these dogs are just fine out there. They prefer to be outside when it's cold. They are inside dogs during the summertime.
They are singing 'cause love endures. This Christmas is mine and yours. They are singing 'cause love endures. This Christmas is mine. This Christmas is mine and yours.
Now I'm going to wipe down the island. Now the island is oak, so I am using a wood cleaner to clean it.
It's my favorite.
And to finish off the kitchen, I'm going to vacuum everything and then I'm going to wash it. I have actually started to vacuum and wash the room as I clean them, so that way if I get interrupted, which trust me, this deep clean took me several days to do, that way that room is fully, completely done and I don't have to worry about having to wash the floor. Vacuuming I have to do every day, but this way it's completely done and clean. And I am using a Boma mop that is new to me because this is vinyl floor and I can use a steam mop on it and I can use a spin mop on it. So Boma was the one that I could use, so I use Boma and the liquid inside is hard floor surface.
Part of it all, when you and me deck the halls, making everything look just like it should at Yuletide. The parcels are all under the tree, right where they should be. Soon everything is Christmas-fied. Disney bona fide. And so are all of you.
Once the kitchen is done, I move on to my living room, and I wanted to hang this wreath up that I had DIY'd over on my DIY channel here. It did not make it till my home tour, so the command hook did not work very well. I'm not sure whether I bought the wrong one for the mirror or if the wreath was heavier than a pound. I didn't think it was, but I'm not sure why it kept falling off. I end up dusting the area just a little bit so that way it's nice and clean. I did just decorate this room not too long ago, so the dust wasn't too bad, but I just wanted to wipe everything down because, like I said, with dogs and stuff, there's hair everywhere. So I do the same thing for my entry table as well. Just give it a wiping. I'm not taking everything off. I'm just lifting it up and wiping it.
Does this come true? These few days go by so fast. I wish I could somehow make them last. Put it in a bottle, stick a label on, saying do not open till summer comes. Right now, let's savor this, and underneath the mistletoe, get a kiss. The rest of the year may be hard to come by, so right now I'm gonna give it a try. And so are all of you.
We always end up having so many coats hanging on the hooks that it's ridiculous. So I put some of them back in the closet. I'm sure we don't all wear all the coats all the time, so they don't need to be hanging in the mudroom. After I was done tidying up the mudroom, I did clean the bathroom. However, at the angle that the bathroom's on, I always end up not being able to show you what I'm actually doing. All you see is the back of me. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like all nice and clean.
Does this come true?
Once everything was tidied and cleaned up, I ended up taking the carpets out, vacuuming them first, and then taking them out, vacuuming the floor, and washing everything up.
Santa Claus is on his worldwide tour, like so many a time before. And if you've been really good, it's true, Santa Claus has got something for you. Oh yeah. Ooh.
the front of my house is nice and clean, and I was done for the day. The rest of the stuff I was of the main floor I did on the next day, which I started off in my formal dining room. I did have a friend pick up these brown ribbons. They're satin at Walmart, and I added them to my Christmas tree. This was a suggestion for one of my subscribers, and I am super excited at the way this tree looks with them much in person than it does on camera. Wanted to switch out my centerpiece. I had DIY'd these ornaments over on my DIY channel, and I absolutely love them, and I wanted to incorporate them in my dining room. So I switched out, which you will see in just a minute after I'm done cleaning my table. I switched them out and created a new centerpiece with them.
Every day is a happy holiday. A very Merry Christmas to you. Oh, very Merry Christmas we'll have this year. Very Merry Christmas I keep so near. Every light, every sun.
also switched out the ornaments, the bells that were on my scale with some ornaments that I DIY'd. So I've been moving these things from upstairs to downstairs, from downstairs to upstairs. These are two things that I'm going to be adding to my wall in a family room. I just need someone to do it for me, if you know what I mean. So because I'm doing such a major deep clean, I wanted to remove the chairs before I vacuumed and washed the floors. And then I put them back in just to show you how nice and clean this room looks. And here is the Boma liquid that I'm using. I'm quite happy with the way it works. It doesn't leave any streaks, which is nice. However, I do try not to go over and stamp where I've just washed the floor because it will leave toe prints. And I'm trying to keep the dogs out of it too, so I don't have paw prints. And now it's time to tackle this mess. This is probably, besides the kitchen, one of the other rooms that gets used the most, and it's always messy. So I'm going to straighten everything out. But I did buy some new stockings, so I wanted to hang those up. I picked these up on Amazon. They come in a set of 4, 2 white and 2 red. I did pick up 2 sets, so that way we have all for us and for the 2 dogs. And I'm using command hooks, the same ones that I used for the wreath that didn't work. They did work for these stockings, so it might have been just a mirror thing, and that's why it didn't work, because I'm pretty sure that 4 stockings weigh more than that wreath did. So whenever I do a major deep clean, I like to take dogs' beds and give them a wash. They come apart, and then I wash the cover of them, and they come out looking brand new.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree. And I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories.
So once I finished the main floor, I moved on upstairs, and I just wanted to show you what my hallway looks like. It's a mess, but I have both my husband and my son working upstairs, so I ended up just showing you things, how I tidied them up. This is my Disney shrine, so I needed to dust it. It was very dusty, so I dusted it all up, and it looks pretty good now, nice and clean. I had tons of laundry to fold and do, so I use drying racks for all of our things that are in pants or underwear or towels. I hang everything up to dry, that way it preserves the fabric a little bit longer. It's just something that I do. It's not something you have to do, it's just something that I do. And so I wanted to put all the laundry away, take it to my kids' rooms, take it to our room, and then I'm gonna deal with that once I'm cleaning my room.
Yes, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else. It's so good to see you again, to see you again. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hanging by the fire chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, yeah. I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
So once I got a new load set up to come on in, I think it was like 5 hours with the delayed wash, because where I live, we have different prices for different times for electricity, and during the day, it's pretty much double what it is in the evenings and in the morning right now. So I wanted to run it later, and since I only had socks to dry, I just stuck those in a dryer, and they can wait until this load is done, and then I'll just dry everything together. I'm sure they'll be pretty much dried by then, but it's not a big deal because it's just socks. And then I went ahead and cleaned this very, very messy laundry room. It needed some major deep cleaning because it hasn't been cleaned in a little while. And I also needed to refill all of my laundry soaps. I actually for a while I had different soaps for different things, but now I even went ahead a little bit more. I do use a Norwax laundry detergent for all of our undergarments. My daughter is very sensitive, so this one seems to work the best for her. I've tried several different ones, but this one works the best. And then I have a unscented one that I use for all of our kitchen rags. And then I have it's a Kirkland's essential oil one that I use for all of our clothing. And then I also have a sports one because I could not find one that got rid of the smell that they sold at the grocery store. So I came across one when we were buying running shoes at a sports store, and it was a little pricey, but I strictly just use it for our workout gear, and it works amazing. There is absolutely no smell to them. I found that there was one that I was using was the Tide one, and I couldn't stand the smell that it had, and I found that it just masked the sweat smell. It didn't actually get rid of it. This one does get rid of the sweat smell. also wanted to clean my sink because it was absolutely disgusting. I still had brushes soaking for my DIY projects because I don't have a utility sink anywhere in the basement, and I didn't want to soak my brushes or wash them in my white sinks. So I bring them up here and I let them soak for a little bit and then I wash them. But my sink has gotten so gross because we had an issue with our dryer. It got so clogged and then it stopped working. There was steam everywhere, and the reason why it got clogged is because a little birdie decided to build a nest in there, and we thought we got rid of it when we put the cage up for them not to go in there, but we didn't get rid of all of it. So that caused us a bit of a problem, and when my husband was emptying the pipe, he dumped everything into the sink. So I did end up cleaning that out right away, but it just got... I never actually wiped the sink down from it, so I did that now, and then I also wiped down my cabinets. I recently completely redid this mudroom. I can link the video down below if you want to see what that looked like before and all the things that I did. Now I'm going to clean my never-ending bedroom mess. So this is the following day, and as you can see, the drying rack had made it over into this room, so I needed to put all of that laundry away, make my bed, do some dusting. Now I'm not gonna fully make my bed because this was in the afternoon, so I pretty much just made it so it's ready for bed time. Dust the floors, dust the furniture, and clean the floors.
Come on in, come on up, come on over for the merriest time of year. Come on up, come on in, get together for a good time. Smile, my dear. Come on in, come on up, come on over. We'll be dancing round the tree. So let us have a swinging Christmas, just like 1, 2, 3.
So you know how how when you're focusing on one thing, there's bound something to get left behind. And this was my bathroom. My bathroom was absolutely disgusting. It's been probably about 2 weeks since I cleaned it, and it was just a mess. So this definitely was one of the rooms that absolutely needed some major deep cleaning. I think I cleaned my sinks 3 times, one after another, to get it completely clean, as well as the toilet. It was just disgusting.
We know the time is short. We blink and then it's gone. So we better make the most of what we've got. So take your neighbor by the hand and join the dance parade before the clock strikes and it's all too late. Come on over, it's the friendliest time of year. Come on up, come on in, nothing better than to give the gift of cheer. So come on in, come on up, come on over, we'll be singing all them songs. So let us have a swinging Christmas, just like 1, 2, 3. Ba-bow, ba-da-ba-ba-bow, ba-da-ba-da. Just like 1, 2, 3. So let us have a
had made an executive decision that I'm going to buy one of those power scrubbers for my bathtub so I don't have to get into it to clean it, because it has a nice long handle, and it's also going to work really well for cleaning all the tile in my shower, which, by the way, was absolutely gross. I think there was stuff growing on it. Since I was cleaning, I thought it was a good time to switch out all of my bubble soaker thingies, bubble soap, and my bath salts and all that stuff into Christmas scents. And I had several of them from last year because my husband bought me the 12, I think it was 12 days or 20. It was an advent calendar from Lush, so I had tons of Christmas stuff. So I put all that out so that way my bathroom smells like just a little bit of Christmas. So I had picked up this Vim bathroom mold and mildew cleaner. I knew I was asking for trouble when I picked this up, but it worked. It really worked. However, I couldn't breathe after it. I did use Norwex one for the longest time, but at $60 for a bottle, it's just a little too pricey for me now. So I bought this. You're supposed to spray it, leave it for 10-15 minutes, and then come back and rinse it off. So while that was rinsing off, I went ahead and vacuumed the floor because I didn't do that the day before. And I vacuumed the hallway, I vacuumed our bedroom, and I vacuumed the bathroom. Now, after I was done vacuuming the bathroom, I went ahead and sprayed the shower down. I had a window open, and I don't know if I'm just extra sensitive to these chemicals or what it is, but I was not able to breathe, so my husband had to go in and wash the floors. So you do not have the footage of the floors being washed because I did not do them myself. So the last room that I wanted to tackle in this major deep clean is my basement. I had recently switched it over. I did already share all decorated over on my home tour. If you have missed it, make sure you go check it out. But I wanted to give it some dusting. I did not touch the gym part. I just did the the rec room and my office. Well, actually, I didn't even really do my office, just parts of my office. But I wanted to decorate it a little bit for Christmas, so it's a little bit more fun to look at than just the pinkish walls. So I had this Christmas tree that I picked up last year at Walmart, thinking it was gonna be a good tree for my bedroom, but it was way too big. So I thought it's perfect for here, and it is fun because it has well, it actually has all the lights because it changes color, and it's a Walmart tree. I didn't pay very much for it, so the quality isn't very high, but it doesn't look bad at all. So it's perfect for my rec room downstairs. The size is perfect, that's what I mean. So I went ahead, fluffed the tree up, set it all up, and I am decorating this tree in a kind of a elf Candyland theme, which was the same theme I had last year. So once the tree was done, I went ahead and decorated the rest of the area. I'm pretty much using decor that's left over from my other decor from the rest of the house. I did not go out and buy any new pieces. I also decorate all my tier trays. I absolutely love tier trays and decorating them, but I could not find anywhere to fit them upstairs this year. So I have like, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 tier trays in between my office and this room, and I love it. So let me know if you guys love tier trays. I was actually going to share a tier tray video, but then I decided I decided against it. So you are getting a tier tray decorate with me video here if you enjoy these type of things. Kids mostly use this space, and the reason why I had ended up switching it over and putting it in this is because my son is over 6 feet. Most of his friends are over 6 feet, and when they used to come over, there was no room for them in that space because it was very narrow. So this gave them a bit more space for hanging out and being a little bit more relaxed. Now also, Frank loves to sleep on these couches, I think because they're leather and they're cool for him. So I always have to wipe them down because they're always covered in hair, and then I'm sure they're dirty too from him, but that's the nice thing because they're leather, so they're easily cleaned up. Moving on to my office part section. The desk was pretty good. It didn't really need too much, but everywhere else was a mess, as you can see, because I was kind of dumping all the stuff from upstairs as I was bringing it down. And I'm also going to add the kids advent calendars that I made a couple years back over on my DIY channel, because I'm going to put chocolates in them, and I was too scared to have them down on the floor or in their rooms that the dogs were going to get into them. So this way the kids can just come down and help themselves to their advent calendar once it's all ready and set up for them, which will be December 1st. Well, I sure hope you guys have enjoyed this clean and decorate with me video. I have a couple more things planned for you for this for the rest of the year. Let me know if you enjoy cleaning videos so I can make some more for you, or do you prefer the decorate with me videos? Lots of new content coming your way in January, that's for sure, but make sure your bell notifications are on and you are subscribed, so that way you don't miss out when any of these videos do pop on. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now. It's like they spell your name. It's insane. Now we're back here once again. Holidays and cheer. But now I got my eye set on you. I'm not gonna play it safe. It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow felt I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I've been trying to tell you in every way, but now I'm getting done. I'm not gonna wait. And right around the mistletoe, I'm gonna let my feelings show. Always got you on my mind, but I know this time you're on top of my list. Only wish. And as we decorate, let's go outside. The snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me, with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love.
And in a while we're gonna go.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sonia, and today I'm going to be taking you along as I set up my fire pit area over here. We're gonna have some people over, and it is a beautiful snowy day, not too cold, and I thought we'd enjoy a little bit of a fire, maybe some s'mores and whatnot. And so I wanted to kind of get it all prepped with some blankets and couple props to go with it. So I thought I'd take you along. So I think first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to try not to get knocked over, because they're super excited that I'm in the backyard. And I'm talking about these two. I'm going to get this pot. I'm just going to snip some stuff out of my garden, and then I also have access to all of that. That's my mother-in-law's. And then I also have some access to the front, which has some greenery as well at the front. So I'm going to gather all that up and making a little, just not as elaborate as my front, but just a little bit of foliage in there. So I got some greenery here. I'm going to set this up, and I'm not gonna bother with dirt or anything like that because it's gonna get all frozen in there anyways. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to hold it all in place.
Let's go outside. The snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me, with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. I'm making plans of what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you. 'Cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate bar.
Once my planter was done, I am going to just bring in some of the firewood that is all stacked up on the side of the house, and stack a couple of them here, as well as some kindling. That way we have a good amount to start off with. Most likely we'll need a bit more, but I like to have a good amount set up right off the bat. At the beginning of the year in springtime, we had ordered a truckload, I think it's a truckload, or I might be wrong, of firewood, just so we have some clean, nice firewood, because we do cook in this fire pit as well. So I don't want any pressure treated or kind of yucky wood. So we ordered some, like I said, good quality wood. I also went ahead and just cleaned up some of the firewood, just arranged the wood that was in the fire pit already, because we had a fire just recently, a few days ago. So I just wanted to kind of arrange all that in there.
We can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our...
I also have this cast iron fire poker that I had actually gotten my husband at Lee Valley, and I have a place where I keep it right on the tree here, and it has just a little knot there, and I hang it up. I'm always afraid that the dogs are going to hurt themselves on it. And now it's the fun part. I'm going to start fully decorating it, but first I just want to clean off some of this snow. So I just have a small towel that I'm using to clean the snow off. Most likely by the time people were coming, there was enough snow again that I could do it again, but I thought I'd go ahead and do it now. This fire pit last summer and have been really enjoying it with friends or just with family. It's been a real great thing for us. Some people have pools, we have a fire pit, and like I said, I love it. I have done, I think I have done like a summer setup to show you how I set it up, but we do use it quite a bit in winter as well. I am using this basket. It's a large kind of a hamper laundry basket. It is by brand Good Pick. They had actually sent it to me. I will leave a link for it down below. And I think it's wonderful, and I'm going to use it so much because the handles are super strong, and it's great for me to take my blankets in and out of the house. I will keep these blankets in the house. I will most likely use them inside as well once I wash them kind of in between the fires. But I do definitely have to wash the blankets because they're gonna smell like smoke. And this basket is great for carrying the blankets in and out, and it's also fairly thick material, so it's not gonna get too wet, which I like. And if it becomes that the snow is really wet, we usually don't sit outside anyways. And then I'm going to just add several pillows. I have a pillow that I DIY'd specifically for this fire pit, and then I just have a couple old pillows that I'm just adding because it's nice to have a nice cushiony back. And I also picked up some really neat blankets at Dollarama for $4. One is black and white buffalo check, and the other one is kind of red. I think it's red buffalo check, but it has deers on it, which I thought these were, and they're fleece. These would be perfect for the fire pit area. I love the color, I love the softness, and they're not too overly thick. So if you're looking for like super amounts of warmth, probably not the greatest, but we're usually bundled up. It's just more or less I use it for under my butt, so under my bum, so it doesn't get too cold. And sometimes I'll cover my legs as well if I'm not wearing snow pants. But I love the way they looked, and I thought that they were so rustic cottage looking that they were perfect for this fire pit. And once I had my blankets all set up, I moved on to setting up my s'more station. Do you guys have a fire pit? Let me know if you do. Let me know if you use it often. Do you use it in wintertime if you have winters like I do here in Ontario, Canada? They tend to be long, so I enjoy having things to do outdoors when the weather is not too cold. I am using this table that I had up top. I did not put it away for this specific reason. I will be storing it underneath my big table, which is on my patio covered up, so that way I can use it whenever we have a company. I really liked using these kind of rustic buckets. One was more of that rose gold, and the other one was really like that rustic color. I had one I got as a gift with my what are they called? Ginger beer. What is that drink called that you use ginger beer for? I can't remember now. Gin and ginger beer. I can't remember what the Moscow mules. And it was a Moscow Mule set and came with two mugs like that and that. So I put my marshmallows in there. I think that's a nice bucket. And then the little bucket, the other bucket, I thrifted, and I thought it was perfect to hold the rest of the supplies, which are cookies and chocolate, as well as the fire sticks, the marshmallow sticks. I like using caramel chocolate, I think it's called, which is caramel and chocolate. and then wedged in the cookies with the marshmallow, or I do the celebration cookies. I did end up actually taking those cookies out, those chocolates out, while I was getting the cookies, because I was worried he was gonna take the chocolate out and it wouldn't be good for him. So there it is. I just have to add some marshmallow sticks, and I've had these, I pick these up usually at the dollar store during summertime. They have package of them. It just makes the life a lot easier than having to go and cut down wood pieces for this. So you could totally do that if you want to. And I will show you what the little Moscow Mule mug looks like, because I like using them for my hot chocolate whenever we are outside like this, because it keeps the heat well. Just like it keeps the ice well, it keeps the heat well. Well, I hope you had enjoyed this video. Here is my little outdoor Christmas wintry setup. Let me know if you had enjoyed it. Let me know if you like videos like this. I just thought I'd throw in something a little extra. If you're stopping by my channel for the first time, I would love it if you considered subscribing, pressing the notification bell so you don't miss out any of my future uploads. Make sure you check out the full Christmas Decorate With Me playlist, because there are tons of inspirations there for you. So until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching. Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend